Hi y'all, I'm Rebecca. I am the vet with Crest and chat with a vet. I started this series to start talking about things that veterans go through. So this is going to be the first episode of how veterans are taking their lives and why. And it's because the VA does not take care of us. They don't do jack crap in taking care of us. We are promised that we will be taken care of for the injuries that have been caused, including our PTSD. And I know for a fact, I have been fighting since 2016 to get my PTSD added. And it looks like it's going to take more time. Luckily, I had a father who is helping me pay for my medications, because even though they're giving me therapy, I'm having to pay out $136 a month for my PTSD medications because it's not service connected. It can take up to 22 months to get into the VA once you are discharged from the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. And in that 22 months, you have to deal with yourself. Now, mind you, most of us can't work. So how are we going to have the insurance or the money to deal with what we got to deal with? We don't. I have lost 2 battles, 2 brothers and sisters to this disease. One of them was waiting and waiting and waiting to get into the VA. The other one took her own life after her son was killed, and she asked the VA for mental help and gave her none. These things need to be addressed. These things need to be known, because people outside of the VA don't understand what we go through. And we don't get paid like you people think we do. I get $315 a month, and I'm fully disabled. I cannot work. I cannot wear shoes, which is required by OSHA law for me to work. Nor can I stand on my feet for extended periods of time. I have now, since 2011, have finally got a doctor and finally got the VA to start helping me with my pain and my problem. I am about to embark in the journey of a stimulator, and I want to bring you guys along with what I go through and what happens. I had just got done last week doing injections in my back to prove to the insurance company and the VA, because the VA has me out on what they call community care, because they do not, at this clinic, do pain syndrome help at all. So finally, I got a civilian pain clinic, and they're the ones that are putting me through a trial that is supposed to be 100% nothing for but neuropathy, which is what I have, and it's not due to diabetes. I actually have neuropathy caused by frostbite that was heated up way too quickly and has killed the nerve endings all the way up into my shin. So, if you're talking to a veteran and they're telling you what they're going through and you think it's just so outrageous, no, it's not. I've seen veterans laying on the floor in the ER and die because they didn't want to deal with them. I've had a doctor fired personally with me and quite a few other patients on things that she says to us. I went to her about my pain in my feet. She told me to take my butt to the PACS clinic, which is the PTSD clinic, because I am a mental issue. I informed her she was wrong. And I went to my PACS clinic provider, explained to her what she said to me. She walked me down to patient advocacy and helped me file a grievance against her. These are things that go on at every VA all the way across the United States. And some of them are worse than others. If you look up what's the worst VA, you will see North Carolina has a really bad VA. Arizona, there's quite a few of them that have what they call the rot gut VAs. And these are things that I want to make sure that everybody understands why veterans are living in the streets, why veterans aren't getting taken care of. I know here in Nashville, I've literally seen 3 veterans living in the streets because the people that were taking care of them passed away. And they didn't know how to deal with their medicines. They didn't know how to deal with everything else because their mental capacity is not well. So they have no choice. We've got to do better to take care of our veterans before we take care of foreigners. So this is the first episode, and I really, really hope y'all understand that this channel was started to get the information out and to help elders if they're struggling to figure out how to get help on their own. Remember, always be kind. Please. I do not take bullying and I do not take ignorance on this channel. Stay tuned and you'll get to see what the progress of what we got done this week on this painting. And I hope you enjoy it. And I will talk to you soon. So to see what we got going so far, as you can tell, I am working on a new line. We're at the 300 mark going that way, and then going this way we are at 310. So when I get done with this line all the way up to the sun, we will have a 300 by 310 line finish, which hopefully will be done by the end of this week. And then I can start my next line, which will bring me into the 350s. And right now we're sticking at 300 on this side until I get all the way down. I'll have to look. I think I'm approaching halfway. But by the next video I'll let you know where halfway is, and that way we can kind of gauge where we're going. But as of right now, 300, 310. Started this line this morning. And then I will go to the next section, which ends right here. And then this is the last section. I am doing it by sections the way they have, because there's actually 4 separate plastics on this. So I'm doing the bottom section. I went ahead and just left the whole plastic there, and I will do that all at once. As you can see, there's a swan right there. But I am going to keep it at 300 line till I get all the way done. I'm going to shift it over on my desk and then do that line up, and then we will be finished. I hope y'all are enjoying these updates. I hope y'all are enjoying the picture come alive in front of you. When I hit the 400 mark, I will do a photo of what is finished up to that point. So that'll be 2 more weeks, and I should have the 400 mark hit. Y'all always remember to hug one another, love one another, and always be kind, because you never know whose day you can change. Bye, y'all.